Hello everyone, iExalt here and welcome to a new Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer video. This is a Platinum Guide video about the Kett faction on Platinum. This is team gameplay, by the way. Two of these people are my friends and we were playing together on random. I can't tell you much about the build that I'm using. It's obviously the Berserker soldier, and I'm using a shotgun-based build. This is the first wave. This is probably the most diversified wave because you can have up to 7 enemy types on the field. The Kett faction is interesting because it's different from the other two. There's a rotation of agents, pariahs, anarchists, and saboteurs to start with. I'm setting saboteurs apart because saboteurs will keep on recurring throughout your playthrough against the Kett faction. You don't have any AD at all. You don't have to worry about being gratified or anything whatsoever. And another anecdote is that every single Destin you will have to deal with is going to have a purple nameplate, which means that it has extra shields, extra health, it deals extra damage. They are stronger, than regular Destin. Wave 2 is interesting and probably the easiest wave for the Kett faction, because there is no anointed on the field. You only have 4 enemy types to deal with: Ascendants, Race, Saboteurs, as you can tell, and Destin. The second wave is an objective wave. There is no anointed in this wave, which makes a huge difference as far as the dynamics of the wave is concerned. Even if you have an objective like hack or upload, this is not impossible. The rate, though, can respawn very rapidly and this can be really frustrating, but it's doable. These are ilait saboteurs because they have, again, a purple nameplate. The most dangerous enemies right now are the Ascendants, which can make things more difficult, especially if you have hack or upload. If the objective you have on wave 2 is targets, there will be exceptionally 1 anointed on the field, as well as 1 behemoth. The 2 Ascendants can be really tricky to deal with, and they can destroy you in a moment, as you just saw. The fact that there are 2 Ascendants on the field make them particularly dangerous. They can outright kill you, and the dynamics of the Kett faction is completely changed by the fact you have to deal with saboteurs as well. Saboteurs use the Assure pistol, and as you know, 1 shot is enough to kill your shield. The second shot will bring you to health gate, and the third shot will most likely kill you. Wave 3 is a little bit more difficult than the other two, but this is not the most difficult wave. There are 6 enemy types on the field: observers, and these are regular observers, destined, anointed, there is 1 ascendant, and also there are a couple observers. And what sets this wave apart from the others is the fact that there are 2 Berserkers right now on the field, but these are not elite Berserkers. Another anecdote for you: the only 2 waves with Berserkers are wave 3 and wave 6, wave 6 being an objective wave. For this gameplay, because we know each other, we don't stand together as a group unless we have an objective requiring us to do so. And also there is 1 infiltrator on the team. You will probably saw him at the beginning of the video. And because he's using the Angara Avenger, whom we all know, it's very easy for him to move from one point to the other on the map. Here we are, wave 4. Wave 4 again features a couple saboteurs, and these are elite saboteurs. The fourth wave is the only wave, surprisingly, to feature a Finn. Wave 4 can be really difficult if you have an objective like hack, for instance, because the fiends will keep on coming back. Even if you kill it, it will always respawn. There it is. The area where I'm standing right now, there's a hole in the map. Enemy is standing in a little room right in front of you. Well, they can't see you, but they shoot at you anyway. And some of them, like observers, tend to stay in the little room, which can give you respite, and this is good. But mind you, this is not the easiest wave. In fact, this is probably one of the hardest, depending on the objective you have. Also, there are 2 ascendants on the field, but don't worry, aside from the extraction wave, this is the last time you have to deal with 2 ascendants at the same time. Also, the positive aspect of this wave is that the anointed you will have to deal with are not elite anointed. Although anointed were elite anointed in wave 3, in wave 4, these are regular anointed, so they can be easily killed. They are regular anointed with regular nameplates, regular shields, regular health, and regular damage. For this run, we were lucky because on wave 2 and on wave 4, we had retrieval. But the fact that you only have armored enemies moving fast towards you, like the Fiend for instance, should not worry you at all, as long as you can take them out very quickly. What makes this wave difficult is the fact that both saboteurs and ascendants can be really dangerous if they start working together. Wave 5 is somewhat more difficult because you have to deal with 2 big boss enemies at the same time, one behemoth and one blaze hydra. Starting with wave 5, there will be 1 behemoth on the field every single wave. If you play as a team, it's better to focus fire on the big boss enemies first, for the simple reason that they weigh heavier as far as the wave budget is concerned. If you focus fire on either behemoth or blaze hydra, you can kill up to 4 behemoth and 4 blaze hydras. And this is how, by the way, you can avoid blaze hydra muscle. It doesn't work all the time, to be honest, but sometimes you are very lucky and you manage to find the right angle to escape the missiles, because as you know, they can kill you in one shot. The point here is that you should be focusing on boss enemies. You basically try to reach the wave budget as quick as possible. On wave 5, there is no ascendant at all, but this wave is also difficult because there are a couple observers on the field, and these observers have purple nameplates, which means that they are elite observers, and their beam, if they focus fire on you, can outright kill you. Also, Behemoth is the kind of enemy that will urge you all the time, sending balls, orange balls, which do not really deal much damage, especially if you have a power like energy drain, allowing you to restore your shields immediately. for wave 6, the objective we got was upload. And you will see that point A is probably, in my opinion, one of the most difficult positions to hold down. What makes wave 6 very difficult is the fact that there are 2 Berserkers on the map. They probably found funny at BioWare to include 1 Behemoth as well. Yeah, basically you have Berserkers fighting along with Behemoth, with the exalted version of themselves. I think it's sort of gloomy and not as logical as Mass Effect 3, or Platinum difficulty seemed perfectly logical then. All the enemies working together against you sounded very logical because they all fought under the same banner, the banner of the Reapers. But here, I find really strange the fact that you have, saboteurs fighting with anointed. I mean, I don't know. One Ascendant is also present on the field, and all of these enemies, except sharpshooters, have purple nameplates. Sharpshooters are a nice addition this wave. They replace the observers you can find on wave 3, 5 and 7. This point A is probably the most difficult point on the map when you have upload or hack. In this instance, we decided to stick together even though we had an infiltrator on the team. But the Kett faction is interesting if you don't really like Berserkers and Observers, because they are not really present alongside the waves. The enemies that will keep on being there all the time will be destined. They are present from wave 1 to wave 7. Anointed are always there too, but there are 2 things you should know about them. They do not appear in wave 2, I already said that, but remember that can really help. And on wave 4, they are regular anointed, even though on wave 3 they had a purple nameplate. On wave 4, I think to balance things, they decided to keep them regular. Wave 7, though it's the extraction wave, makes extraction very difficult for the simple reason that you have to deal with many boss enemies. There is 1 Hydra on the field, as well as 1 Behemoth, and 2 Ascendants chasing after you. So in order to have a successful extraction, strongly recommend that you and the rest of your team, hopefully these people are your friends, just go away from extraction zone, from the LZ, and wait, try to kite the enemy around the map, because this is the best thing you can do. And most of these enemies, except observers, are foot soldiers. Most of the people like to start where my friends are right now on this map, but this is not the best solution. In fact, where I stood a few moments ago is probably the best option you have if you want to play against the Kett in an effective manner. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and find it useful. If you have any question, please leave a comment below. It will be my pleasure to answer it. Have a great day and see you. Exalt out.